Hello, this is Jess. Chat session number 146. It's Monday, March 26th, 2018. Gonna go right into the tidbits of history. Well, actually, let's do this first. It's about 11:05 p.m. Monday evening. I go to work at 7 in the morning, so I'm getting ready to go to sleep here in a minute. They changed our schedule, so I'm working days now. Get off around 5 or so in the afternoon, and basically just came home. Kitchen was a mess, so trash was overflowing, so I took it out and I cleaned the kitchen. Everybody's working, so it sort of gets unkept sometimes, but it's. And then went shopping a little bit. Got a few things for work, stuff like snacks and different things I like to have during the day over there. It's a long time, 10 to 12 hours. It's a long day. All right, we're going to go right into the tidbits of history. 1872. A deadly earthquake hits California. It was felt from Mexico all the way to Oregon, and the epicenter, I guess is what they call it, was Central California, the Owens Valley area, in particular a place called Lone Pine. 52 out of 59 homes were destroyed. The ground moved a full 7 feet horizontally in the middle of the town. The 27 people were killed as they slept because it hit around 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and it just shook everything. I mean, I guess they figured it was about a 7.8, 7.9 on the Richter scale today, modern technology, but it jolted Central California pretty well. And it was reported that for almost 2 months after that earthquake, there was, it says literally 1,000 aftershocks. So that's a lot in 2 months. There's 30 days in a month. For 2 months, you figure how many every day there was this there was shaking going on. That's pretty crazy. Makes you wonder what comes next. They've had other earthquakes. We've had some that's killed thousands and thousands in different areas. But this is just one area that was hit extremely hard. So that's the tidbits of history. We're going to go right into bands that began with the letter T. Got a few. Came pretty easy, most of them. Triumph, Traffic, TNT, Toto, Tiny Tim, Todd Rundgren, The Doors, The Temptations, Ted Nugent, Tommy Bolin, Tommy Two-Tone, Tesla, the Thelonious Monk, or Thelonious Monk, Tigers Pantane, Thompson Twins, Taylor Swift, Tom Petty, Tom Jones, Tina Turner, Tim McGraw, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Runaways, Twisted Sister, The Four Freshmen, Tool, 10 Years After, Texas Burning, Thor, Tony Randall, and Trivium. I'm sure I missed some, but those were on the top of my head. So that's my bands that begin with the letter T. If you have any comments, there's a comment section below the video. You're welcome to add some bands in case I missed some obvious ones. Done that all the way through this, but I'm doing it off the top of my head, so some bands are just stuck near the top and some are more embedded, lower into the brain, I guess. But that's the opening part of the chat session. We did our tidbits of history. 1872, and bands that begin with the letter T. You can like this video. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Google. So feel free to do that if you like. I share a lot of different kinds of stuff, and have a unique set of contacts in each category of social media, so there's a lot going on. So there's something to do if you'd like. Appreciate any input from anybody. Neil, Darren, I appreciate the input from y'all. Jeremy, heard from you a couple times in there. And Austin. So nice to know some people out there that I know are actually checking it out. We're gonna go into again this circus that's out there. It's just amazing to me. I mean, you have these people from the NRA. They're like, if somebody had been in your school with a gun and shot the killer before he killed all the people, nobody would even know who you are, because these people are out protesting. They're out walking out of school. They're tired of having to have drills. They're tired of the threat of somebody coming onto their campus and shooting, but they're saying the stupidest stuff. They don't care about life. They care about money. Should you be allowed to have guns? If we had some decent rules that were enforced at the level of buying them, I think that, like I said, the mind of a criminal is gonna get it. I mean, anything that you want, if you want it bad enough and you're set on getting it, you'll find a way to get it. So the laws aren't going to stop anything. They're just going to deter the easiness of being able to go and just pick up a gun like a loaf of bread. It's ridiculous, the arguments that I'm hearing from all sides. I don't want to take everyone's guns away. I want people to have guns. It does give a balance, I personally, right now, I don't have a gun, so I'm neutral. But if people want to have them and they're legal, and to have them, I say do it. You get all you want. But there should be some kind of controls. You shouldn't be able to go on Craigslist and buy an AR-15. I mean, I know somebody who's done that. So it's crazy to think that the ease at getting something, that the whole purpose it's built for is to kill something. To kill, that's what it's designed for. You put a bullet in the chamber, and if you shoot something, it's generally going to kill it if you hit it. It's not just humans. I mean, they're designed to kill, but they're also designed for protection. You want to deter an attack, and you have a weapon. Yeah, that's one thing, and all that. But the idea that the government's coming and we're going to have to fight them off with our guns, generally, I would, in general, I would say that's just the thinking, the fear, I guess, that they're placing on everybody, that we need these weapons so that when the government comes to get us, we're going to blast them down. We have people that they fight all over the world. You don't think that if they wanted to come into this area and just take it over, would there, I mean, really resistance would be brief, because they have all the money, all the technology that go beyond guns. But as far as if you feel good about it and you want to have a gun, or you want to have 15 guns, I could care less. But let's get some common sense going. There has to be a popular middle ground. everyone's not going to like any of the results, but most people will go with certain results. So it's just it's a touch and go. I've hunted. I've shot plenty of guns. I don't find the thrill in it because I'm a good shot, and if I aim at something, it's going down. So I prefer not to have that temptation by having a weapon. It's just my own personal view of that. I don't want to get in a situation where you're not think clearly and you go and get the first thing that comes and it's a gun. I mean, rage is apparent in our society, and everyone shouldn't just be able to go grab a gun when they get angry because they want to go kill somebody. But that's not the point anymore. The point is that people that are unstable mentally are able to go in and purchase a gun, and there is no mandatory reporting of anything, and that's a shame, because there should be a database, what they call it, I guess, of folks who have incidents in their past that would put a red flag up about them owning a gun. They might hurt themselves, they might be wanting to hurt somebody else, and they might have a history of that. I just don't see the harm in, if you're a licensed gun seller or manufacturer or whatever, you should be able to impose those criteria as policy for purchasing a gun. But instead, it's all about the quick buck, and wham bam, thank you, we'll sell them any way we can, and if someone gets shot and killed in the process, it's just crazy. There's no right answer. I'm not trying to dictate to anybody what to do about it. I just don't see the point in it, all this discussion, because they say, oh, we need law. We have so many laws, so much junk out there that's never enforced. Laws don't stop the crime. People do. It's like they say that a gun doesn't get up and shoot itself. No, people shoot it, and other people intervene and shoot it too. Shoot at the person that's shooting them. It's just. I don't want to talk about it a whole lot anymore. I'm burned out on the whole thing, but if there's change, I'm for it. If there's not change, it's what's expected. But there needs to be something for these kids that are in school having to do drills, practicing in case somebody comes on the campus with a gun. That would make me insane if I was a kid. But if I was a parent that had kids, I'd be homeschooling them, I guess, because I don't think anyone's going to come barging in my house with a gun. But anyway, this is Jess. We're going to cut it, getting ready to go here. Got to get up early, got to go to work in the morning. Have a great Monday evening. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Have a great Monday evening.